Mic is hot. Hey, man, but honestly, how do you guys feel about the climate of the country and how we... It's like we got a sleepy president. He's questionable. And then we got a president or a former president that's running for presidency again, but he's about to get arrested or got arrested today or something.
But he was on his way to...
Yeah, right? I haven't caught up with what he did, but I know he was on his way from Florida.
Bringing back the Stormy Daniels thing, though, isn't that?
Right.
The whole point.
They're trying to do anything to bring him down, bro. I'm not a Trump supporter.
I'm not
a Trump supporter, but, bro, Sleepy Biden, man, got me thinking twice now, man.
What other option we got?
Yo.
Yeah.
That's true. It's true.
Because I don't know about, like, the government out there. I heard that Newsom was going to run for president if on the left. If, like, once that time comes.
Win it. I mean, the people try to get him out.
You know,
he won California again.
Let that happen, bro. Come on now, bro.
It could happen, bro.
But
that fool sucks, bro.
First of all, I don't think there's enough people to vote. And not that there's not enough people. People just don't vote enough.
Yeah.
People don't care enough, I feel.
I don't vote, yeah.
You know what I mean?
No, I voted the last 2 years, but before I wouldn't vote.
So I didn't vote the last time, like,
bro, because our votes don't count. Let's be honest.
For presidency, bro, I will for sure. Like, but we're talking about.
Well, it's because for presidency, it's an electoral vote that makes him president. It's not us electing like, oh shit, they counted our shit. You know,
that's why local government is the most.
They don't count our shit, bro.
That's the only thing.
Local government, I think, does, bro.
I voted local government the last election, but I just didn't vote for president because I was like,
it don't matter.
I don't really fuck with Biden. I don't really fuck with Trump just because of the
I mean,
antics.
I even felt that way even when it was Hillary, bro. Like, I for sure didn't want Hillary, bro. If I'm being honest.
That would have been worse, bro.
Sexist ass motherfucker, bro.
Nah, I mean, if there was a female
you're a
I
misogynist,
wanted,
bro.
I feel like at that
How
time,
dare
Nothing
you,
wrong with
bro.
that. I'll just kidding.
Nah, back then I feel like Elizabeth Warren could have gotten it, but she didn't really
Oh,
throw
hell
herself
no.
like
She
that.
looks like a librarian, bro.
Tulsi Gabbard was another female I liked.
I will fuck with her. I mean,
yeah.
I liked her as a president.
You know what I mean?
I won't fuck with her, but I like her as a president.
She's like leaving the Democratic Party because she feels like it ain't, you know what I mean, and all that.
But I heard, there are news, tweets that I've been reading, because I'm into conspiracy theories.
I heard that. That's up my alley. That's up my alley.
Kamala Harris is supposed to be president like next year.
Sleepy Joe about to die or what?
Yeah, bro. Dude, they're injecting with so much, bro. He doesn't even know where to go.
He can't even talk, bro.
He can't talk.
Well, you saw the thing when he was talking about Nashville right after he said his condolences for Nashville. He kept that good at least. That after he lost it, he was like chocolate, ice cream.
Yeah, he started talking about
like,
ice cream, bro. I'm like,
what the fuck?
Are you talking about, bro?
Fam? I don't know, bro. I feel like the country is in dire need of leadership, and it needs youth to take the mantle.
I think what's crazier is our currency. How other countries want to stop using our currency, because then the value of our currency would die.
Our currency is definitely in threat right now.
Oh, 100%.
I feel like there's still a large percentage of the world that uses our currency. That these countries that are like taking up this storm and like, you know, fighting up against our US dollar, I feel are just like, it's happened before, but it's kind of like, I saw it on this Instagram that me and my brother follow. It's kind of like a vacuum effect that once you create sanctions on another country, other countries that could provide that resource are going to fill that void. And that's what's happening. But now they're just like, I feel like they see the weakness in the White House, that they're going after the American dollar because of the weakness in the White House. They know that somebody else, like Donald Trump, when shit was popping with Russia, he went to Russia.
Yeah.
When shit was popping with South Korea, North Korea, he went to North Korea.
So we're talking about
first president that stepped in the fucking North Korea since the 50s, bro.
Well, what trips me out though, we're talking about this, right? Like about the currencies, these world leaders, but then when we talk about conspiracies, we'll still talk about how there's a secret group running the world. So what are they? Do they want this currency to come out?
Probably.
Yes.
Do they
They're
want
letting it. They're the ones letting it happen.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But that's like the George Soros of the world. Those are the.
I mean, isn't the idea that there's going to be a global currency, right?
Oh,
they want to make a whole, like, everything be one, like religion, culture.
A lot of people thought that would happen with, like, when Bitcoin came out. You know, once we did that.
Well, Bitcoin's about to pop off again, though.
But you see, I feel like Bitcoin was created by a group of people that, well, one guy, right? That guy had an idea of encrypting money that the government can't touch anymore. And now I feel like the government got smart and is corrupting that ideal. And that idea, they already taking it, and they're like, that's why I feel like also they're letting these banks fail so that then they can introduce their own currency, their digital currency, and be like, burn your dollars. We got to go this way. And then what if, like, conspiracy, right? I'm just shooting the shit. What if they did some shit like in China where it's a social currency that not a social credit score that you got, right?
Yep.
That if you jaywalk, that shit drops.
Yeah.
So what if they do that shit with currency here though?
Oh.
They like take 10% because you jaywalk. Like right before you even get
bro.
right before you even get the ticket, they
Yeah.
already know you did it. So I'm taking that out of your check, or I'm taking that out of your account.
Bro, anything can happen, bro.
That's what I'm saying. Like
Anything.
with
You got-
digital money.
Yeah, and that's one thing that I've been reading too is like conspiracies are not conspiracies no more. They're actually
They're
true.
actually becoming
They're actually
true.
coming true. You know, so
Like
that's
every-
why. Yeah, bro. I can keep going, bro. I go on rabbit holes. I stay up till like 2 in the morning.
All right, so how do you
on
feel
fucking
about the
YouTube.
conspiracy about COVID then?
Bro, that was man-made. That was on purpose for sure. 100%. You know,
Do you feel like that was also a divide and conquer tactic to divide the people that took the shot, the
That
people that
was-
didn't take the shot?
that was China? Well, I don't know if it was China. I don't want to say it was China, but whoever it was, that was a jab towards America for sure. Like if you think about it, because it affected a lot of Americans too. You know,
Right, because it goes down to the core of your ideals. Like, I don't want the government to tell me what to do. And
Yep.
that's like, at a certain point in history, that is anti-American.
Yep.
To be letting the government tell you what to do at every point. You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying? American is like, nah, I got my rights. I know my rights.
Yep.
We're the country that stands for that shit. And for COVID to come and just flip us on his head and be like, and they divided us, bro. That's
Yeah.
why I feel like it was a divide and conquer, because
That was
I
their
was
tactic.
arguing with
That
my
was
mom
the
and
beginning.
dad. Like,
that
you
was
know
the
what I'm saying?
beginning, bro. That was the beginning, and then like look what's happening now. Look where we're at now. Like America's just falling apart.
Only
bro.
thing that look where we're at now is that the truth is coming out now. 2 years later, 3 years later.
A lot of the things that were
The Twitter
said,
files, you know what I'm
bro,
saying?
I got
A lot of the things that were said now are being proved correct.
I got the
Right.
vaccine, bro, and I regret it. 100%.
A lot of people
I
do.
regret it. Don't get me wrong. Like, I'm glad some people should get it. Like my mom, she's had 5 strokes. She has diabetes, you know. So she got COVID, and but thankfully she had the shot and it helped her out a lot.
Judah, but I feel like
Yeah.
you saying that is still buying into the lie.
It's not. It's not.
Why not?
No, it's not. I think because I think some people, if you're healthy, you shouldn't. If you have no problem with, you shouldn't be taking the vaccine. Like I don't take the flu vaccine, bro. I stopped taking it since I was like 15, and I don't get sick. I hardly. But once I take once I get the flu vaccine, I get sick, 100%.
But you get sick when you take the flu vaccine, right?
Yeah,
So that's
yeah.
because the flu vaccine has...
Yeah, they're injecting you with the virus.
Exactly.
But
So that's what I'm
straight
saying,
into
like-
it,
on my
yeah.
ass though.
I don't know. I've never
feel you,
taken...
bro.
Yo, like
I only taken it once in my life and it did the same shit to me.
Bro, the COVID vaccine. I don't know if you guys taking it. If you guys want to share, it's cool.
I
but-
took the worst one possible, bro.
I did it.
I did the Dave Chappelle route, bro. I don't know if you saw his
One and
stand up.
done? You did one and done?
Which one? The Pfizer?
No, I did Johnson and Johnson, bro.
Oh, you did Johnson and Johnson.
And I'm alive, bro.
He did the 2-in-1.
I'm alive.
Right? I'm like, I ain't taking 2 of them.
Hey, Manny, what's the movie you sent me on Rumble? A
Which
documentary.
Which dog? Oh, yeah.
About the
forgot what
clogged
that movie's called.
arteries and shit.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
like,
yeah.
hey, man, that shit
Oh.
made me question. You haven't seen that one?
No, it's on Rumble. Oh,
It's on
bro.
Rumble, bro, and it's a
Yeah.
documentary about how the vaccine was causing people to get blood clots.
Yeah, blood
And they
clot.
weren't talking about it in
That
the
was
media.
the Johnson & Johnson one that
Yeah,
did that.
I
That
mean,
was Johnson and
2
Johnson.
people, I think it was like a total of 6 people got it, and then they stopped
But
giving
check
it.
this
but
out. Check this out. So we're talking about if you're healthy and all that, right? So this is why I feel like the conspiracy of COVID was a perfect storm that China created, where they created a
Allegedly, China made it.
Right.
If China did it.
No, it's
Well,
already proven.
it's been proven that it came out of China.
It came out of China.
But-
Oh, wait. It could be China, but like,
Funded by the
bro,
U.S.
bro,
Funded by the U.S.
That's
But
what
it
I'm
was-
saying. It's
but
probably the U.S. that
But
tried
bro,
to.
everything is made in China, dog. So we fund
You're right.
everything out of that
Yeah, you're right.
motherfucker.
You're right. Oh,
so
sorry.
in that
It's all
case,
outsourced.
Yeah, literally everything made here. Making this
Facts.
podcast right now, bro.
to down to the cup I'm touching right now.
Chinese.
But anywho, so they fabricated this. They made this virus to affect certain. Like let's say if you didn't have a sedentary lifestyle, bro,
Yeah.
you're fucked.
Yeah.
And a lot of people like I didn't necessarily know anybody that passed. Thank God, bro. But se oía like, oh shit, such and such passed, like such and such mom's passed. And then when I would ask them, like, I was a barber, so I was asking a lot of
Yeah.
questions, and then like, yo, bro, what kind of lifestyle? Like, you know, she was an old lady. She would take care of. She ate all this and all. And I'm just like, damn, bro, like, I feel like they studied us, fam. They knew, yo, we could kill a mad population of these motherfuckers.
I think it was also
if we just do this and make the virus do this and attack this immune system.
Trump got elected 2020, right?
Yeah.
Right.
So there's a Republican debate.
No, Trump got elected in
2016, but
2016,
2020 was when the re-election.
The re-election. So he lost that election allegedly.
Okay, but it was before COVID, and that's when he didn't want to give up. That's when he didn't want to give up power and all that stuff, right? But
I sound like a Trump supporter saying
I think
that.
it was in.
Shit.
I want to say it was 2020 when it was like the Republican debates and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And they asked all the candidates like, how are you guys gonna basically what's your strategy for a global pandemic? They were already questioning these things like and I think this actually was in 2016 actually, because if it was in 2020 it was already too late. So it's 2016, they're asking him and Jeb Bush starts talking about that, like about that there's a global pandemic, we're not prepared and all this type of stuff. So it's like
so was Bill Gates.
So they were
They were already already prepared, bro. They were already kind of giving us clues.
And there was this one movie
J. Cole knew, bro.
There's this
J.
Fall off.
Yeah, 2020.
J. Cole fucking knew, bro. How?
Where's it at?
Yeah, bro.
How? It's like it's in the bathroom. My bad. It's in the bathroom now.
But what also I trip out on that is there's this movie that came out. I think it was before the pandemic.
Bird flu? Oh no.
It was the one that was like I guess it was a Chinese movie or all that stuff. But I remember it became popular during COVID.
On Netflix.
Yeah, that it was showing everything that was happening already.
Contagion was the same thing.
Contagion or something like that. It was a movie that came out
Contagion
like a couple years before.
No. There was a Netflix movie that was an Asian movie that you're talking about.
Yeah.
You're correct.
Yeah.
And then Contagion came out in 2008, but it was similar on the same guidelines,
same
bro.
All
thing.
this stuff, bro. So
Yeah.
I remember you said this. It's like everything we've been seeing in movies is coming true. You know what I mean? Like I'm still like seeing all this AI stuff, robots taking over jobs. Terminator's coming, y'all.
Bro, McDonald's today
It's Tesla.
McDonald's today just closed their offices to say that they're gonna lay off corporate jobs. They're fucking lying. You know what they're about to lay off? All these McDonald's workers and move in all these fucking
they've already, most McDonald's you enter now have like the digital screen, like the tower
kiosk.
and they tell you can order here instead of going to the cashier and then just get your order. So like that's already been embedded, where it's like they're already training us to like you can
my
just
boy,
go here.
Nah, you're not wrong. I'm not saying you are, but what I'm saying is it's gonna go into full blown
all those people
overdrive.
are gonna get
You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Like
That's
bro,
why they're saying that 2027 is going to be
what do you think about
year
ChatGPT
of,
right now?
everything.
Exactly.
It can write
that
your
shit is
essays, your
crazy.
paperwork. Like you no longer need to know how to write something.
Andrew
bro.
Yang said, he sadly said this on the Breakfast Club. He said that the minority population needs to learn a skill because in the next 5 to 10 years, the robots are coming. AI is coming. And it's going to take so many jobs that a cashier, a teller, all this shit, you don't need them anymore. It's
You gotta
be
learn
self-checking.
coding now because
You know what I'm saying?
you gotta
Like,
now code the robot.
tell the
Coding.
people what to do, man. You know what I'm saying? Like learn a skill, coding. What else? Website development. Like I don't know. It's a scary time.
Because that's the future. It's like now you need to know how to maintain a robot. Well, you got to know the coding to maintain it.
Bro, that's why I don't use the kiosk, bro. I go to cashiers.
You go to the cashier?
Yeah,
Like that
bro,
human
so they
interaction?
can keep their jobs, you know? Fuck the kiosk. I bring cash.
I mean, same thing. Like when you go pump gas, you do a kiosk. Like most people don't enter inside, you know? Like all that is changing, man. Like little by little, it's getting there.
Bro, we're just living in some weird ass times, bro.
I mean, a lot of things are.
Bro.
I mean,
It's crazy because
look,
all of us here have lived through two events that changed the way we do life.
9/11 and
9/11 and COVID.
well, 3.
What was the third
The
one?
crash, 2008.
Oh,
True. But I don't feel like
bro, I was too young to understand that shit,
I don't
bro.
feel like that
But it
changed the way.
affected you.
affected. No, it
No, it affected all of us.
It affected all of
We
us.
didn't understand it
A
fully,
lot of
though.
shit changed,
It
bro.
affected
We had
us.
family members
That's
that moved
true.
away just because of that shit, bro. And you got to
That's
think
true.
about
No, I
people
know,
that
but
moved
like
out
I'm
of
talking
state.
about like affected the way we do life.
Oh, okay.
It did though. What do you mean?
Kind of.
Not
It
to the
affected
effect
how we
of
spend our
9/11,
money
bro.
now, like-
9/11, you used to be able to walk someone up to the gate before they walk into their flight. You can't do that anymore. Look how much security you have to
yeah.
go through.
Yeah, that's
COVID,
true.
like
COVID now does the same thing. You can't go to certain countries if you ain't got the shot.
yeah, you know what I mean. So it just changed, and especially for
Son
like
of a bitch,
that
bro. And I
first
wanna go to El
that
Salvador,
first
like,
year.
what the fuck?
That first year
Yeah,
that
the
that
president
like,
there
the
doesn't want
the
you
changes,
without a
bro. You
shot.
had to take a mask everywhere.
Yep.
Like all that type of stuff. Like it's just happened. I think just this month that you don't have to take it into medical facilities anymore.
Thank God, bro.
You know what I mean? And
Tired of the
federally,
mask.
I think by May, like everywhere federally, it's like done, you know, type of thing. So the way we do life changed 9/11 and that
100%.
2008. It just made us. I feel like more aware of like.
Nah, bro. It changed everything in the sense of the economy, like the cost of things. How you now have to buy a home. It's not as easy to buy a home. There's more parameters.
Yeah.
It changed a lot of things as well. Lifestyle.
Which I think in that aspect was like for a good thing because these banks were giving out loans for people that couldn't even afford them.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I feel like that's something that I feel like
everybody's
needed to
going
happen.
bankrupt, bro. Like, oh man.
I remember so many people got houses like in Palmdale, and then like a few months later they were back in the valley.
Yo,
bro.
I forgot. Yeah, the 2008. That's when my dad we lost our house.
Yeah.
and we
That's
were
what I'm
homeless,
saying, bro. You
we're
see how-
homeless for like 6 months. Damn,
bro,
you're right.
you-
No
yeah,
way.
bro.
You guys bringing back memories.
I'm
Start
sorry. I'm
crying.
sorry.
No, I'm just kidding.
But that's the facts that right now is happening again, bro.
That's
People
why
are
I
having
say
to
3
move
events
away.
that we lived through. Yeah.
Bro,
Damn.
I feel that.
it's sad, bro.
Facts,
I know somebody that we know that they I just cut his hair a few weeks ago and he was telling me how like they lost a crib and he was just like, fuck, he was so disappointed. I was like, bro, I'm sorry, bro. Like, and they moved. But people are resilient, bro. And that's the thing about us Americans, bro.
Yeah.
We bounce back, bro. You throw some shit at us, bro.
I don't know if it's American, but it's the Hispanic in us. I'll tell you that much. I know Hispanics are resilient.
for
bro.
sure, bro. But I feel like
White people aren't. I'm sorry. Colonizers
It takes
aren't,
a
bro.
lot. It takes a
I know
lot.
too many white people that are lazy, bro.
It takes a lot for you to be a Latino from another country and come to this country
Yeah. 100%.
and assimilate.
Yeah.
So I feel like that's what I mean. Like not a lot of people like you have that dream of like, fuck, I gotta make it. I gotta
Yeah.
bounce back. So that's what I give a lot of people props, man. Just keep bouncing back because
That's all you can do,
you know
man.
what I'm saying? Like pretty much. That's all you can do.
That's it, bro. It's either bounce back or kill yourself.
What other conspiracy?
Which one do you want?
What other
I don't wanna die
conspiracy?
yet.
What other conspiracy was busting your balls that came true?
Man. I'm trying to think. Put me on the spot right now, bro. Damn.
He's like, I don't got one off the top of my head right now.
I don't. I was trying to think of
What was that?
what
What was
was
that
it?
pillar, bro, that we were looking at, Enzo? When you were cutting my hair one day? That stone that's in that state here in America where it talks about population control and everything is written on there.
Oh, the
pillar.
Georgia Guidestones in Atlanta, I think it is. Where is that shit at?
Have you seen that? Have you
yeah,
seen that?
bro.
I didn't know about that, and this guy starts showing me about that. I was like, "Whoa!" I was like, "This is a trip," because it talks about how like when the population gets like it's written on the stone, which is the weird thing. It's like when the population gets to this, you got to cut it to this in order to survive. Like it's weird,
Damn,
bro. It's weird, and that's.
Damn, so you're saying Thanos was right, bro?
And they got destroyed.
Can't survive with all these people.
It says that the Georgia Guidestones said that you had to drop the population to 500 million people in the world.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. A lot
That's
of people.
impossible,
And it says
bro.
it in like 5 different languages. And it was saying like, and it had like a new religion and all this shit, and it got destroyed like last year, I think it was 2001.
Yeah.
So
Kill all the white people first. Oh, sorry. I'm just joking. It's a joke. It's a joke. Sorry.
Learn to get sarcasm.
Yeah, sarcasm.
have you ever been called white?
Nah.
Have you
yeah.
ever been confused as white?
Yeah, I have. Light skin.
How does
yeah,
that
big time.
feel?
Bro, yeah, because they said
How does that
white,
feel to
bro.
have
How
that
does feel,
privilege?
bro? It's because they're like, so I was working and I started speaking in Spanish, and they're like, "Oh, dude, I totally thought you were white."
Oh,
I'm like, "Bro, what?"
That's what I'm saying, bro.
I was
How
like,
does that
how,
feel? Like, do
bro?
you take that as disrespect? Or like,
Yeah, man.
Nah,
Nah, like I get it though, because I don't have an accent, and like
That's the first thing they look at.
yeah, bro. So I
it's the like,
understand,
bro. It's the like.
yeah, 100%.
That California like.
It's a little offensive sometimes. 'Cause I'm like, I don't want to be white, bro. White people are lazy sometimes. And I'm not have no hate towards anybody, but I just ran across a lot of people lately that I had arguments with or discussions, let's say, where they were kind of complaining about vendors and stuff like that on the streets, and I'm just like over here like, bro, like defending them because it's like, yo, at least they're trying something. It's not like you're over here on the side of the freeway, holding a sign saying, I don't have a job or, give me some money.
Yeah,
Like,
they're trying to do something.
It's like do something with what you have, like.
Yeah, and then the
go
other
anywhere.
argument a lot of people talk about is, these people don't pay taxes, which is the opposite.
That's not all of them. A lot of them do.
Most people that are actually, you know, immigrants and hardworking have to pay more taxes than the citizen.
100%. My dad used to pay a shit ton of taxes when he was
taxes
illegal,
is taxes.
man.
They gonna tax that ass.
That's what. But a lot of people don't know that. They
But
think
you know
like,
why
oh,
though?
they're immigrant.
All right,
like,
so you know why? You know why though, bro?
Go for it.
Because of knowledge.
Yeah.
They tax a person that doesn't know how to like fuck with the tax bracket shit too.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So
Yep.
like, trust me, like if you turn around and get knowledgeable, you can fuck them back. But
Yeah, big time.
they oil that ass up real good. And you know, if you're an immigrant,
No Vaseline. What are you talking about?
you know what I'm saying? No,
No,
they
man.
oil.
oil
That's
nothing.
how I feel lately, bro. With the taxes, man. I look at my check, I'm like,
Nah, you know how they
bro.
oil that ass up? With a tax return.
Man.
Or a stimulus check.
What tax return, bro? I ain't getting anything back.
Well,
bro.
usually immigrants they fuck a lot, so they be having kids. You know what I'm saying?
That's true. Yo, no joke.
It's the
They get-
American
they
kids.
get
I'm gonna
10K
once I get
back,
married,
bro.
Once I get married, I'm having 3 kids back to back, 100%, and not just because like I want kids. I want to be a dad, you know. And everybody's like, "Oh, slow your roll," but I'm like, dude, I'm 33. I had my fun. I partied. I did stupid
If
shit.
you mind me asking, how old is your fiance?
Yeah, she just turned 30.
Okay.
Yeah, in
that's a good
January.
age.
So
Cool.
she's a
Yeah,
good age.
Yeah, definitely.
Bro, her dad's 86, and her mom's like 73, I believe. And 70, in the 70s, bro. So she, like, one thing with Asians, like the Asian culture, is that they can have kids at an older age because you know their genes are built different, bro. Like the dad, he's older and like, bro, this
A
dude,
lot of
dude,
Asian
this dude seems
kids
like he's
have like
60.
older parents.
Yeah,
Yeah, a lot
yeah,
of them.
100%. But yeah, so I plan on having
Te
kids back
no
to
te
back,
ir
bro.
con eso, cerote. No, I'm just kidding. He's gonna be
Nah.
like, I'm gonna wait till I'm 50 then. Fuck it.
Nah, but how is it having a kid, bro? Hey, be honest. How is it having a kid, bro? Like, how much does it change
You
your
got
life?
3 already.
I have 3.
Bro, you got 3?
Yeah, you got
Wait,
3.
I remember you having 2, bro.
Yeah, I just had my last one last year. So
Oh,
I'm done, bro.
snap,
That's
bro,
a lot.
done, right?
That's a lot.
Dunzo, that's it, no
Three-
more?
Three is a holy trinity.
Three is
Just kidding. I'm blessed. I'm blessed. All right. Nah, but honestly, I don't know how my parents did it. Shit, I
Bro,
don't-
hey, my mom had 4 kids. 4 kids. We used to live in an apartment.
You got some work to do, my boy.
Bro, man.
She's gonna be like, "Who's the one?"
Well, my brother got 2 kids now. He's thinking about 3rd one.
You know why I'm saying that? 'Cause when they might-
He had 2 kids already?
Yeah, he just had the boy a month ago.
What?
Yeah, it's a month now.
Because I know that they had a daughter already.
Yeah.
I
She's
see
cutest
that all
thing in the
time.
world,
Bro,
Yeah,
Cutest
that's
thing ever,
amazing.
bro.
You already know what it is, bro. They've already dropped her off, right?
Oh, bro, yeah, dude. I take care of her like at least once or twice a week, man. And I
Damn.
love it, dude. I don't complain. My fiance loves her. Like I think my fiance is her favorite person. I'm like her second favorite person.
Isn't that crazy?
Bro, having kids, bro, is like having a kid or like having a niece or nephew, bro. It's life changing for sure.
It
But
is,
isn't it
bro.
too cool, dope too, in the sense that like you have camaraderie with between like your spouse or your fiance and your
Oh, yeah.
family and all that.
Yeah,
type of stuff?
my dude. As soon as I introduced my fiance to my family, they fell in love, dude.
So a little advice I'm gonna give you, just because this,
Yeah.
I don't think me and my girl thought about a lot of shit before we had kids. We
Yeah.
wanted kids, we planned them, but we didn't think about what comes with kids. So just kind of like have certain conversations like, what do we do, and like throw it out there, like what would you do if the kid does this, and what, like you know
Like,
what I'm
what do you
saying?
mean,
Have
like,
a game
what do you mean,
plan
like-
of
Yeah, like
be prepared at
like-
all times. Of course.
Now,
be
how
prepared
would
at
you
all
both
times.
approach something? Because the thing is that
Oh,
if
yeah.
you don't agree on how you approach something, you're gonna butt heads in front of the kid.
exactly.
And
And
you
that's one
wanna-
thing I've learned. Yo,
Yeah.
high key, I
Yeah.
think it's funny because I was just talking to one of my friends that has a kid too, and that's exactly what he told me. He's like, "Hey, yo, like, I gotta warn you, bro, that if you guys are not aligned together on
Facts.
seeing the same view and like how to raise your kid, bro, it's gonna create conflict
that's
for sure.
just like
even
throwing,
too, bro. Even money you gotta talk about.
that's
bro.
just like
yeah,
I mean,
everything,
that's
bro.
like
everything.
fuck
bro.
yeah, but like
gotta put it on the table, bro.
Bro,
That's
you
like-
have to,
It's
and that's
'cause a lot
honestly-
of people come together, but it's because of like similarities.
Yeah.
They don't come together because of values. And when it comes
Yep.
to raising a kid, it's about your
all right,
values, not your
let
similarities.
me flip the script. People come together because of trauma bonds. So they
That as
share
well,
trauma.
yeah.
The
Yeah.
trauma, like it's-
Similarities.
The
Damn.
similarity, yeah, but that's why I said let me
Facts.
flip the
Yeah.
script because it's like they be sharing the negative shit like yeah this happened to me, oh yeah that shit happened to me too, and then
Share
they bond
scars.
like
Yeah,
and
yeah,
then
yeah.
like that when you do that you get closer to somebody than if you would be like my mom was like well yeah because that's where it comes from, and if you said my color is this and your color is that
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying like
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
one thing,
Yeah.
but you take it to another level when it's like yo. As a kid, this happened to me. And then they be like, yo, for real, as a kid, this happened. You know what I'm saying? And then
Yeah.
like you relate
Yeah,
on
yeah.
that level and it's like, oh shit, because I remember at least with me and my wife, like, bro, we had the lights off and we would relate on some wild conversations about childhood and shit that I knew like, oh shit, I
Damn.
fuck with you. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
when now that I'm sober and like everything's hit its fan, it's been like, shit, I had a lot of trauma bonds with you.
Yeah.
And I got to get to know her on another level now because it's like now we're parents.
Because now you're seeing like, oh, my values are this, her values are this.
Right.
And that's what might shock you now that you got to raise children. Because it's like, what values do you instill in the kid?
Right.
Damn.
But thank God, bro,
True.
she's buying in.
Yeah.
And she's buying in because I tell her like the values I was raised on are bad.
Yeah.
She even hit me with an idea about moving to El Salvador in like 5 to 10 years. So that shit to me is
Bro,
like,
that's smart.
that'd be fucking sick if we
Bro,
do that shit. If
yeah.
we make that shit happen, bro,
I actually have a friend that's actually planning on moving to El Salvador in a couple years
That's fire,
with his wife
bro.
and his kids.
That's fire.
And he's like, yo, like, he goes, why not? Like, especially because he works remote. So, which is smart, you know, because he can work from El Salvador and still get the money and travel
right.
and stuff like that.
Damn, we working on Salvador making money, making
That-
U.S.
that would-
money,
that would
bro.
be-
they
that
have-
would be my dream right
And
there.
the crazy
bro.
thing is that they have, because his wife has
nah, I'm gonna live
family
on
out there that
Mauricio.
has
I'm
property.
gonna live on Mauricio. He's gonna send me money back.
Hey, bro.
Hey, no, bro. I just came back from Salvi, bro. I was eating like a king.
That's
I was
what I'm saying.
living
You gonna
like
take
a
care of me,
king.
bro. It's all good.
It
Bro, I used to hit on El
All I
Salvador.
ask you,
Okay, I used to hit on
hey,
El
Mauricio,
Salvador. I'm gonna be
Mauricio.
100.
Hey, that's true. That's
did.
I used to hate on El
That's true.
Salvador,
Yeah, bro. I know.
All I ask of you,
remember
I'm
those
sorry about your
things.
motherland. I regret saying that, but yo,
What, saying Sorote?
yo, no, I'm saying like I'm sorry for talking all that shit. Yo, your country right now is like popping, bro.
We shitting on everybody.
shit, bro.
It's popping.
We shitting
It's
on
popping.
everybody.
Bro. Yeah, hell yeah, bro. Your president right now, that president is wild, bro. That's the kind of president you need.
Hell yeah.
But then,
Predica, hermano, predica.
but then again,
I like him. I'm
Yo,
just
you don't like
like,
him, huh?
nah, I
He
like him.
disagrees on one point.
which
Yeah.
one? Oh yeah, which one was it?
The
The
incarceration.
there you go. What didn't you like about that?
Let it
I
out.
know- I
Let it
gotta
out.
hear it. I
He's
gotta
been
hear
holding
it.
it. He's been holding it.
I gotta hear this because I heard you guys talking about it in the podcast. I heard a snippet.
So
But, like-
I feel like it's just the human rights aspect of it, but
Well, human rights, bro. You kill somebody.
for further inspection, I agree with that side about it, but don't like as a Christian man, like you know,
I believe in
God
second
is-
chances.
Exactly.
I believe. Hold on,
so
hold
that's
on.
just my.
I believe in
aspect
second
of it.
chances because I've had more than second chances. But at the same time, bro, when you take a life, that goes out the window. I'm sorry. When you rape a kid, that goes out the window, my guy.
But
like,
I don't-
well, not kill so much, but when you rape a kid, because that's what they're there for too. Is they're raping kids, killing, and all that. You get me?
Something I saw too is you don't get a second chance without paying a consequence.
Exactly.
I mean,
Nah, fool.
Like put
Look
them
at
to
the United
work.
States. I'm just kidding.
You know, no, like I get the second chance part, but at the same time, it's like, well, what about the mom that doesn't have a kid no more?
Nah,
you
nah,
get me?
and
Like
that's,
all that
that's the
stuff you
shit
got to
that
think
sucks,
about.
But it's just like that part of me that's like, damn, as a Christian man, I feel like don't matter because God God's not comparing the kid that got killed. He just saying like, I forgive him.
Yeah, he
You know,
forgives, but there's consequences.
I'm not God, and I'm obviously if my kid was to get killed, I'm gonna fucking kill somebody.
Exactly.
But I
feel
also
that.
feel like at a certain point, I'd have to reach forgiveness in my heart to get over it. If I don't reach that forgiveness in my heart, I'm gonna always be trying to kill somebody. I'm gonna hurt myself more.
But there's consequences. You're forgetting about the consequence. You're forgetting about God. Like when it comes to God, there's consequences to everything. He says it in the Bible. There's consequences for everything that you do.
right,
You
but-
know, so like that's a consequence that came towards
right,
them
right.
for
He's
having.
gonna reap what he sows, and when the action that
Exactly.
right, and that's the consequence. But, that
it's
still
not like, are they
doesn't-
gonna all stay
God
in
still
jail
gonna
for
forgive
that
them
forever? Do we know that?
I think it depends on what's your
Wait,
sentence or
no.
what's your like what you did.
Oh, okay.
Because
no,
right now
I-
it just seems like
'cause
he's
right now it
like,
seems
I'm
like
throwing
he's-
away the key, that
Good-
type shit.
Well, good. Give him a couple 10 years, 20 years. Maybe they'll change their life.
Now they probably need more than that if they're doing what you're saying, right? 40 years.
Well, it depends who it is, right?
you can
It
survive
depends who
off
it
Dude,
is,
right
right?
here it's called 25 to life.
You can survive.
That's what it should be.
You can survive.
That's what it should
off
be.
of
But not
frijoles
everybody. But not
once
everybody.
a day
Yeah,
for
but,
the rest of your life.
But think about it. I
My
think
bad,
for
my bad.
No, no, I think for me it's just like okay, so again, they need to fix like the court stuff, like where they have trials and stuff for sure. Yeah. Because now I don't believe everybody in the jail that went to jail deserves to be there for life.
Well, that's the other thing.
Because there's some
talk about probation. He was like, "Is there a probation like system?"
Yeah, which I think that's what they're gonna work on, aren't they?
Yeah, and I think first of all, like we're talking about a very big problem that's gonna take years to handle, and I think
decades probably.
The initial response though has to be this like just how they were treating the civilians of El Salvador. You have to meet it with that same grit, in a sense. You know what I mean? And like this new prison he just built, the SEPCO, I think that it's called. Bro, those are like the worst of the worst.
Hey, all I gotta say is what's gonna happen when the main head of the Mara Salvatrucha or the 18th Street in that jail builds a tunnel?
See, this is what I'm gonna tell you about this is what I'm gonna tell you about MS though. MS, they're
gonna organize one day, motherfucker. That's all you're doing. You're gonna put them in there together, and they're gonna organize like the Mexican mafia. They're gonna create
I don't think they are, bro.
The Mexican mafia to the second power.
The 18th Street gangs out there are you can say the smarter gangs out there.
Where?
18 in El Salvador, the 18th Street gangs were the ones that were they were sending their people to colleges and all that stuff. They were trying to do more organized crime. MS, bro, they kill each other like for power all the time.
18th Street was different. My uncle was affiliated with a lot of friends that were from 18th Street, and that's exactly what Mom said, that they were smart. They weren't dumb.
They moved a lot.
They weren't trying to do like kill people for just the stupid shit.
Bro, they're having
like
their
cartels,
people become lawyers and all that stuff, so that then they can get defended too, like that. 18th Street in El Salvador moves way different from MS. MS is like the crazy
ruthless,
fools, bro. Yeah, those fools. I'm saying they're killing within each other for the power.
You know who's really
for the street, for
all
the
that,
little
bro.
piece of land, whatever it may be, bro.
You know what I mean? But 18th Street for sure, organized crime for sure, right there.
Yeah, bro.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't know, man. I think at the end of the day, it's like they're still rebuilding. If you think about it, the president's still rebuilding. So like, give it a couple years, and then we'll see what's gonna happen.
That's the other thing. His term's only for 5.
Well,
that shit's crazy.
That's something that.
And then I don't know if there was a law that you couldn't run again.
Oh,
so he was trying to overturn that to see if he could run again.
I was watching.
I don't know if it passed or.
I was watching this because my parents watch Salvadorian news every day.
Yeah,
and it was already actually in the Constitution that you can run again, that you can do consecutive terms. It was all about. It's like here, the Constitution needs to get interpreted, right? It needs to get. So it's the same thing over there. So they had lawyers and all that look over it. So from what I understand, he should be able to run again. You know what I mean? It's just that
he's doing a good job. Only thing I kind of like. I wasn't too happy about this guy was that he invested in Bitcoin and that shit went down, bro.
Nah, but he fixed it already though.
He did already?
Yeah, he already showed that he was able to pay back the loan that he took of Bitcoin because he did a loan in order to funnel for the country.
Yeah.
And I think it was a month ago, he paid out that entire loan back.
So where is he getting that money to pay that off though?
That's where the interesting part is, right? Remember that he's aligned with China.
Bro, why were you gonna? Bro, you took that out of my mouth. You took. I
forgot that. I was just gonna kind of Salvador more, bro.
Nah, I was gonna.
Salvador more, bro. They're like with the enemy, bro.
Nah, I wanted
the odds, bro. I can't fuck with that.
I wanted to gut check you right now, Manny, but you're on your shit. That's exactly my.
You gotta remember the Americans didn't want to give him the funding that he wanted to do this.
But China's smart,
bro. China started giving him the funding for all this. Remember that they're also going to build a stadium, like a soccer stadium for him. They're also going to help him build an airport. At the same time, I'm like, you're not doing all this for free. There's a cost to
they're going to move troops in there, bro. They're going to move troops in there, get closer to America, bro.
I mean, they're also creating jobs in the sense that, like, there's a lot of manufacturing that they're also putting in there. So,
yeah. Oh, bro, I forgot about China, bro.
The last China forget about that too.
Damn, bro.
China's in everything.
Yeah.
They in everything, bro.
People forget they gave him that funding. I mean, that wasn't the only place they gave him funding, but that's one that's a huge one.
Hey, but who's to say that this is the Chinese government having because I know that there's a lot of China people in there.
No. First of all, any company in China belongs to the government.
Right.
Yeah. What you mean?
Yeah. The government let that person be like, all right, I'll let you rise. As soon as they don't listen to them, boop.
Remember what happened to that guy from Alibaba?
Yeah, exactly.
Bro.
You gotta realize, Manny.
You also gotta realize that China came into
that guy disappeared for like 2 months.
China China was involved in El Salvador before Bukele even came in, though. Like before Bukele took office,
he fucking knows, bro.
The relations with
Stop,
Taiwan went
I'm just
down.
kidding.
And that's how El Salvador had great relations with Taiwan for years. So that happened actually under Sanchez Seren, actually. That the Chinese started getting involved and all that type of stuff.
Well,
But he's letting it happen though. That's the thing. He's still letting like China fund
Because at the end of the day,
he has to, because I guess there's like a
his big goal at the end of the day is to make El Salvador a tourist destination too.
Yeah.
So you need to build infrastructure and all that type
So
of
you
stuff.
agree?
They're trying to be like Guatemala. You know what I mean?
With China,
They're trying to be like Guatemala, like
this-
how they try to take what is it, Pollo Campero from us.
But this is
You know
the
what I
question
mean?
I gotta ask you. So you guys agree with El Salvador aligning with the interests of China rather than the interests of the United States as
Bro,
Americans?
but United
Well,
States
here's
don't
the-
want nothing.
here's the
United
other
States don't want
thing.
nothing, bro.
Here's the other thing that you guys have to look at. The Bukele, well, in his personal life, right, before becoming president, his job was marketing. And he's an expert marketer, and that's what he uses the social media for. So it's like what he's presenting to the people, he's not presenting like, oh, what is China doing? We know that because of other sources of news that come out and say this. But if you look at the stuff he's showing you, look at the road I built. Look how we're cleaning up the streets. Look how we're doing this. Look at Surf City. So obviously you're looking at that stuff and you're going, wow, like the country's becoming safe again. Wow, it looks beautiful. It looks gorgeous. Like, so that's the marketing side of it. Here's the other two things that for me, you know, it's rumored that he wants to do these two things. To me, if he could accomplish the following two things, he would go down on history as one of the biggest persons if he can actually pull it off. One of the things he wants to do is that he wants to make a Central American Union. Exactly how the Europeans have their Europe Union. He wants to make a Central America Union and unite all the countries of Central America under one union, one currency. If he's able to pull that off, that would be crazy. But you got to get all the countries to agree with it. And if he's able to pull it off, crazy thing. The other thing he wants to do.
They're Hispanics, bro.
The other thing that he
Hey,
wants
but
to,
a lot of other countries looking at Bukele and El Salvador, and they say they want
him
like
as president, yeah. The other thing that he wants to pull off, and like I said, if he's able to pull it off, it'd be crazy, is right now, most boats basically have to go through the Panama Canal. He wants to create a port in El Salvador and a port in Honduras, and then build a road that goes across El Salvador and Honduras, so that then boats can come and unload off in El Salvador, send
Boats
the
and
trucks
hoes. Boats and
across, and then another boat can pick up from Honduras. So now you have two places, two ports, but then that brings a lot of commerce and money.
We talked about this already when I sent you guys that clip on Twitter where I think you also said something where it was China invested in a port in El Salvador already that's gonna compete with the Panama Canal. And like Panama's already.
But he hasn't completed because he still needs to get the agreement to complete the whole thing from El Salvador to Honduras and make that whole highway, dude. Because they got to make that whole highway for them to transport all those goods. You still got to make a port for Honduras, so that's not completed. For me, like I said, if he's able to complete all that and then compete, because you got to remember the Panama Canal was made by the U.S. government in Panamanian land. We owned that canal for many years until we gave it back to Panama. But we still get money. We still get money and taxes off that. Every boat that passes by still pays the U.S. Now, if you're talking about making another place where now you're taking money away from the U.S., right? That's crazy, bro. You're gonna make a huge economy for that Central America.
But that's what I'm saying.
If he's able to pull those two things off, like, goes down on history, like.
So, do you think that the American countries the American government's gonna allow a small country like that to?
Nah, they don't want to. Why do you think they talk bad about him?
America wants control.
Right here, Kamala Harris says he's a dictator.
Fuck Kamala, bro. I'm sorry. I hate her, bro. I fucking hate her, bro. Like, she was talking so much shit about Joe Biden before she got, like, elected. And then Joe Biden says, oh, I'm going to pick her. And then she's all, like, eating Joe Biden's ass now, bro.
Literally.
I fucking hate that, bro.
Your country didn't want her, bro.
Bro,
Did you see that when she went to Guatemala and Guatemala was telling her, go back. We don't want you here.
Bro.
We don't want you here. Go back. That was some crazy footage, bro. She was trying to go visit them, bro.
I don't hate people, but her, bro, and Biden, I'm sorry, man. I can't. I don't hate Biden. I feel bad for him. He's old, bro. He doesn't know.
It's crazy with Kamala Harris. They'll say like how her own dad disowns her too.
What? I hadn't heard that one.
Why?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Because I've been hearing about, like, you know, she says she's black and all that. She's some kind of, like, Eastern Indian, like, that's where her dad's from, actually, you know what I mean?
So she's not black.
Not exactly.
Dang, so she's lying.
And then there's things been said where her pops disowned her because of, like, the way that she carried herself and all this type of stuff. And it's like, you see it, bro. She's a flip-flopper, like, crazy with it.
Bro,
If you noticed, after that thing that happened in Guatemala, bro, she disappeared for a while, too. You didn't hear her.
You still don't know about her.
Very
you
rarely,
still don't
yeah.
hear anything about her.
The last time I heard from her was when it was someone's, I hate to say it, but someone that had recently passed away, because I don't know if it was police brutality or something like that, but she went to the actual, like, funeral or whatever. That was the last time I saw her besides that, bro.
Bro, she can't even have a debate, bro. She don't know what she's talking about. It's like, who do we have? That's the craziest part, bro. This is where I'm like, I get mad. Who's running our country, bro? It's not
Congress.
It's not Biden. It's not
Congress, bro.
Bro, it's what's her
Facts,
name?
bro.
What's that girl's name? Pelosi.
Pelosi, the Speaker of the House.
Bro.
She's gone though.
That's what you think, bro. She still got ties in it, bro.
Nah,
she still had, no,
yeah,
bro.
she's out the game though. She retired.
Ain't no way,
did
bro.
her.
Just because she's no longer the face don't
Doesn't
mean that
mean
she
she don't
doesn't
have
know
influence,
people,
bro.
What you
Bro,
mean?
like she can have influence all she want, but that she's out fucking. She don't have the little. What's that shit called?
The hammer,
Yeah,
the
it's-
gavel.
The
Gavel.
gavel. She
There
don't have
we
the
go.
gavel no more, bro.
Damn,
Who's the
bro.
new Speaker of the House? MacArthur.
Bro, is it a Republican or the?
Yeah, somewhere. I think his name's MacArthur or something like that.
Yo, tell me why my dad is a full-on Republican, bro.
What's wrong with that?
Bro, he full-on like
A lot of
he-
Hispanics become
Well, it's
Republicans
because,
when
bro,
they come
like
here, bro.
I'm independent, right? So I don't fuck with any of the sides because they're both just fucked up, you know. But my dad, like he, bro, I've never seen this guy been more of American than lately, bro. He's like pro-Trump. He's like, let's vote for Trump and all this. I'm just like, bro, what is going on? I'm like, Dad, you're Hispanic, you know, you're from Guatemala. And he goes, I'm an American citizen now. I'm like,
Exactly.
Pops.
Bro, that's how a lot of them
Exactly.
become.
Yo, like,
haven't
what's
you look
going
at
on,
Florida?
bro?
Haven't you look at the people from Florida? Like all those people that lived in Cuba and everything. They come over as soon as they cross the border, bro, and get to U.S. soil. They're Republicans, bro.
Wait up, though. So I like how Masvidal breaks it down, though.
Yeah.
Because in Cuba, it was extreme communism, socialism, you could say.
Yeah.
So
So when they
Democrats,
collect Democrats, they look at socialism and they
the
don't
same
want
way.
it.
Yeah. So it's like Cubans, I feel like to me are like a rare, not a rare, but they're a unique situation compared to people that are coming from like Central America and all that type of stuff.
Yeah, but most of them, like if you look at the people that are coming from Dominican Republic, the people who are coming from PR, Colombia, all those like South and the Caribbeans, right? As soon as they get to Florida, most of that people become Republican. That's why that state is red.
Yeah.
Because they
actually have rights though. I think that's what my dad told me. So we had a conversation with my pops, and that's what he told me. He goes, in my Guatemala, you couldn't vote. You couldn't do anything. You didn't have rights to do any of that stuff. So he goes, I came to America to change and to actually vote. He goes, I'm gonna make my voice count. I'm like, Pops, your voice don't count. Stop the cap, bro. Bro, stop.
Out the cap.
Fuck.
Crazy, man. It happens though, man. I feel like
So is this the land of the free, the home of the brave?
And then the other thing why a
Not
lot
the
of
land of the
people
free no
vote
more.
Republican, Hispanics, is also too because the idea of like Republicans are Christian because they're conservative. So that appeals also to the Hispanics where
Yo,
they're like,
Christians
some
are corrupt, bro.
Cristianos, like,
I'm sorry, bro. I know too
Yeah.
many Christians that are corrupt, bro. Yo, look what happened in Hillsong. Yo,
Hey,
you see
bro.
what happened with Hillsong?
but that's
Sure.
been
I'm sorry,
happening.
bro.
I don't know.
I haven't
Bro,
seen that
the-
documentary. Discovery
haven't
one.
seen it?
No, but I know I've heard of what the
That fool covered a pedophile. His pops is a pedophile. Brian Houston.
Yeah,
he covered up for him and he might go to jail.
The grandfather.
No,
The dad too.
Brian Houston's dad.
That too.
He's the guy that.
Both of
Because
them.
it started with the
So
grandfather.
both of them.
It started with. Wait,
Yeah.
That's what they. I didn't read that.
they haven't
Yeah, the
haven't broken those
fool's
generational
dead already,
curses.
though.
No, yeah, because remember the I'm not talking about.
Talking about Brian Houston's dad, or
I mean,
Brian
Joe
Houston's-
Houston.
No. Brian Houston is the he was the leader of Hillsong.
That's the old guy, right? I don't know these
no.
names, bro.
So
Hold
Brian
on.
Houston he was the founder of Hillsong.
Yeah,
then his dad.
that's the old guy. And
Okay,
then,
his dad. Yeah, his
yeah,
dad. That's
his dad. That's what I mean, grandfather, because I'm thinking of the son that does the Hillsong United.
Oh, okay. Joe Houston. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
no, he covered his pops.
That's
like,
what I'm saying. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
bro.
Yeah.
I know. Oh man, I know pastors that steal, bro. Bro,
It's a non-profit, bro. I've said this before.
Bro,
I was like, you pull the church, it's a non-profit, you're getting ties. I was like, you gonna tell me there's not gonna be people who look at that appealing and try to steal?
Bro,
like,
I'm gonna give you one line that I heard a lot. One line that I heard a lot from that pastor.
We're humans. Like, you're acting like because you have a title of being Christian, you're not gonna be a piece of shit person.
Nah, bro, but they cheat. Bro, okay, look, man, this is where I'm like having a debate with my fiance because I don't like saying I'm a Christian because, like, look, if you want to put a title on it, cool, you can put a title on it. If you need it, if that pleases you, cool, I'll put a title on it. But I don't have a title on it.
So we're talking about, I guess, a relationship and shit.
Yeah.
If you need it, we're boyfriend and girl.
Yeah, that's right.
But that's the sad thing about we're doing that with God.
I believe in God and I believe in Jesus. That's me. That's my relationship. That's what I believe in. That's what saved me. That's what's still keeping me sane, right? Just because I have that don't mean I'm a Christian, though. And that's just me. You know, and I don't like having titles,
Manny agrees with
bro.
you because that's what Manny says too.
Because the Romans are the ones that put that on to define
and
the Christians.
Where's Christians at in the Bible? You don't hear that. You don't hear
that term
be
is
a
not
Christian.
used.
Be a Christian.
It was the
doesn't say
Romans that applied that to call them little Christ followers.
Yep.
That's what it means, little Christ follower. So it's like the Romans use that to define them. Mm-hmm. So you won't find that in the Bible to say like, oh, this is a Christian. No, that's the made up name. It's a title.
Yeah. That's why for me, like the discussion right now is with my fiance is that like I don't know, bro. I'm gonna be honest. I've been in ministry for a long ass time since 2001. I was serving. I started working as full time, bro. Let me tell you, it was cool. I saw a lot of good stuff, but bro, I saw a lot of heat, bro. Like I witnessed stuff that I'm just like, bro, it's just as bad as people like in a regular like in the world as people say. Bro, just as bad. And I know everybody's human. Don't get me wrong. We're all human. Jesus was human, but yet Jesus wasn't like everybody else, though.
But that's the difference. Jesus, if we're believing Jesus to be who he wasn't just human. He was the Son of God.
But he was human, though.
Exactly, as the Son of God.
So if he could do that, means, okay, so here it goes. If he could do that, that means we got to do that, right? We got to be like Jesus,
try to emulate
like Christ.
That,
we got to emulate.
That's the mission.
100%, right?
That's why he says, you know, you guys will be able to do greater things than I.
Well, that's what we should be trying to emulate.
Trying to do. But there's so many people that, bro, they just use the title, bro. And that's what gets me. And that's what gets me mad. And yeah, they're human, but at the same time, it's just like, bro, but just because they're human, you're justifying their actions. Like 100%.
That goes back to the thing about what you just said when we started this about forgiveness. So
there's forgiveness.
But what does it also say? What does it also say in the Bible, though, bro? If you know that it's of a sin and you do it, it's twice as bad.
Right. So like that's my point.
So I see where he's trying to get at too, because so it's like you're supposed to also be leading people to this. It's like as a pastor, you're pastoring
we're not even
sheep,
speaking,
right?
All right, let's not even speak about the pastor. Let's speak about the sheep, because the sheep, like not all pastors are bad, like how you're saying.
I'm not saying all pastors are bad.
Not all pastors are
I know a lot of
you know
pastors.
What I'm saying? Like, but that's like, I feel like that's in everything, bro. Like, there's a lot of musical artists or musical managers that rip off the artists. You know what I'm saying? That happens in everything,
but
bro.
Church is supposed to be different from the industry.
It is supposed to be different, bro. But the serpent where it goes moves in everything, bro. This is the land. This is his like land, bro.
Yeah, but
we're not in heaven yet.
I just feel like there's too much
perfect, like.
But there's too much justification on that, though. Like, just because they're human don't mean they gotta be a piece of shit to people.
But that's just, bro.
It don't matter. Look, man, I'm human, but I don't treat anybody like shit.
I'm a human. I'm gonna be transparent as fuck. I'm married, bro.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be transparent as fuck. That doesn't mean that I treat my wife perfect every fucking day, bro. I have moments where I'm a piece of shit, and she'll tell you herself. And there's moments where she'll tell you where she's acting like a piece of shit.
Course.
Everybody has moments where we lack and we fall short of the grace of God.
You said moments.
That's why we can't even
years, bro.
But that's why
it's just different, bro. You're talking about moments. You're talking about like, from one day to another. Yeah, you have a shitty day. That's cool.
The difference,
but when someone that keeps fucking doing it,
all right, so
that keeps doing it, and they know that they're doing it, bro. That's already kind of like
of like, why are we all right? As somebody that I'm considering myself Christian because.
No offense, that's cool. I'm glad that.
When I met you, bro, when I met you was where? At Church on the Way, right?
Yeah.
On RJ, right?
100.
I was taking the title of Christian and being like, I believe in God and everything. And I had bro, but I really didn't have the connection that now I have with God, that I feel like little by little, he's taking certain things away from me that I'm like, damn, bro.
But see, that's the difference.
A growth, and that's the thing.
But that's a
Hold on,
relationship.
Let me
You're
finish
hitting
the
the point, though.
Let me finish the point. That everybody has to have that own personal connection with God to reach that thing of like, oh shit, I'm fucking up. And even if you're at that pulpit and you're not doing that, that's on them, bro. That's not for us to judge them and be like,
100.
oh, bro, like you're not doing right, bro. I'm gonna go like, bro.
But it's
God,
not- it's
hold
not-
up.
100.
God already knows that he's not doing right, and God's gonna always bring the darkness to light.
But
Everything
see, it's
that's
not
in the
about
Bible in
looking,
itself.
It's not about judging them. It's like the word also tells you, by the fruits of the Spirit, you should know them, right?
And that's
like,
what I'm saying.
By the fruits of what they do, you should know them. It's not about judging them. It's about realizing, okay, this person's not right. All right, let me step away. That's it. It's not about like, oh, I need to judge them, condemn them. Like, no, that's not our place.
And I'm not
Even
judging
Scripture
anybody.
says
Look,
that we are no one to
I'm not.
condemn
I'm not
anybody.
judging anybody, but I just feel like every time like this, like the subject or people will talk about it, it's always justifications on it, and it's like, when is there gonna stop? When is some people are like, you get me? Like I brought friends to church. And bro, let me tell you, man, like they've had tattoos, they didn't dress like they're supposed to, with ties, whatever. And they got treated like shit by like so many people, right? And then I introduced them to pastors and stuff like that. And even the pastors, a couple years later, treat them like shit. And they're the reason why they don't go to church no more. The
outer
and
appearance.
Then to me, the outer appearance and also who they are. Because my thing is this, bro, like I believe in come as you are. Like be who you are. Sinful or not, I'm cool with that. Like,
Yeah,
I'm
and that's
never
the point
like
of
my thing is this,
Christianity,
bro.
yeah.
Like, one thing with me, like, I'm never gonna judge somebody for their, because I have friends that become atheists, that are Buddhists, that are they practice like what is it the Quran and all that stuff, right?
Yeah, the Muslims.
The Muslims. There you go. And I've never judged them. Never have I judged them. But as soon as I would hang out with them, I remember all these people would talk shit about me. Why are you still hanging out with them? Why are you doing this? Even pastors, bro.
And I like to your point and to like add to that, I feel like that's where I feel like the devil is that's where I feel like you could have been to the pastor and been like, aren't we supposed to be trying to bring these people to God and convert them? And,
you do that.
know what
You
I'm
do
saying?
that, but then they're like, oh yeah, you're right. But then they go back to it. Like, so there's so many times. That's why, like, for me, I'm very careful on who I talk to now, and I'm very like, I don't go to church just because I got burnt out, bro. I
agree with you on that. I haven't gone to church in,
and let me tell you, bro.
but I feel like I have a stronger connection with God because I watch him on YouTube.
Shit, bro, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I feel so relieved. Like, I feel like I'm at my best spiritually than I have before.
All right, can I
Like,
challenge?
don't get me wrong. There's trials and tribulations I went through. There was doubt that I went through. There was times where I cussed the shit out of God. Like, all this stuff. But what kept me going was that relationship. Was the experiences I had that were supernatural, that
Without
you can't
the church.
fucking tell me that it wasn't God.
Without church.
Without church, exactly.
All right, so let me add to that. I feel like, you know what we're getting to, bro, is because I had my mentor just challenge me on Friday. I went to cut his hair, and he's a spiritual guy. He believes in God. He's Christian too and everything. And he literally said that, like, just by hearing what you guys got to say and how you guys perceive God and everything, we're that next coming, and that, like, I don't want to use the word revival, but we're that next thing for people to bring closer to God. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's not going to be in the fashion of what those people that you knew were judging those people that we were bringing to God at that point, because it's kind of like the old school way. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's definitely like, if you watch even sermons on YouTube, you'll see how, like, God's moving in a different way now. It's not the same way where, like,
No, it's not about mega churches no more. It's about home. So I
mean,
just
if you
visited a
study
church.
anything about the church started in homes. That's
home,
how it
it's
started.
going back. It's going back to
never.
that.
It was never supposed to get like that big.
Yeah.
It's never supposed to be that like huge mega churches. Like, if you look at first century Christian, it all started in homes, in small homes, and that's how it was. Now, at your point of the title thing, I've told Enzo that before, where I've said I don't like to use the title Christian, because this is the thing. If I'm not living that lifestyle, I don't like people to associate me with that. Yeah. Because the thing
100.
is that I don't want people to get a bad perception of Christianity if I'm not
There's
living
already
that
a bad
lifestyle.
perception of Christianity, bro. Everybody
But
I
I don't
talk
wanna
to,
add
everybody's
to it.
like,
I don't want to add to it.
And I agree,
And-
100%. But I don't go like I feel the same way. I tell that
But that's
to
like saying-
all my friends. I don't, if I'm not practicing it either, like if I'm not going to church on
what
Sunday.
I mean by practicing, I mean,
Going to church.
I'm not saying you got to be perfect. That's not what I'm saying.
So I'm gonna judge somebody right now.
No,
I'm gonna judge the 12 disciples that Jesus was walking with. Because let's just think that
Hold
I'm
on,
Enzo
but
from
let me
those
finish
2,000
my
years
point.
ago.
Let me finish my point.
All right, what?
I'm saying is this: is if I'm not actually having a relationship with God, if I'm not actually trying to live out that lifestyle, I don't want to be associated with it because I'm not doing that in order to be associated with it. Now, if I'm actually trying to live that style, not perfection, I'm trying to actually have a relationship with God, actually trying to live out that lifestyle, then yes, of course.
So can I ask you a personal question?
Yeah.
What kind of lifestyle are you trying to live?
And that's the valid question.
That's why I asked you a personal question. What's the question?
That's right now. That's not it. I'm gonna just say it like that.
But that's where I look at
Yeah.
it like
And I think
I
everybody
respect it too, but also I'm gonna challenge him because in the fact that as somebody that was brought up in that way and that like I hope that you don't ever have to hit the encounter that you're gonna need God till he's gonna like you know what I'm saying, put you on your ass and you'll be like, damn God, I had to go through all this to find you, because that's the rudest awakening to meet God, bro. I'm just off the bat, I'm gonna tell you that.
100.
Because I was butt naked when I found that. You know what I'm saying? And he did what he did and like the faith was incredible, and I still curse and I feel like it's
There's nothing
almost
wrong
like
with cursing, bro.
Let me
if you
use the
express
analogy.
yourself, if you express, that's one thing that I think I have a
It's
lot
like
of
the
issues
church
with
is
people.
making everybody holy and all that, right?
Well, it's because they think cursing is a bad thing, but it's only bad when you curse somebody.
Right.
Like
Yeah.
when you say you
So-
bitch or you motherfucker. You get me?
the-
That's when it's bad. But if you use it as an expression,
But let me use the analogy of like when when Jesus was walking through the path to the cross, right? And he was picking up his own cross. How heavy was that for him?
Pretty
and
heavy.
it's heavy, right? The burden of picking up that mantle and being like, yo, I'm Christian. That is not easy to be like, to take up that mantle and be like, yo, telling the world like, yo, I believe in God. Yeah, I believe in Jesus Christ. Because
that's easy for me though. I could tell people that I believe in God and Jesus, but I don't say I'm a Christian.
What's gonna
though.
happen automatically, Judah? Somebody's gonna say you might not even know the person, but just by them seeing that, it's gonna be like Judah's Christian because he said he believes in Jesus Christ.
They do that all the time, and I get offended.
And you shouldn't.
I get offended when you call me.
And we shouldn't. You know why? Because you know what? That was what it's almost like what the Romans said. Like you're right.
Yeah,
They did
Romans,
use that to insult us back then. But I feel like what the 12 disciples did is they took that and they were like, we're gonna make that a good thing. We're gonna turn it into a good positive connotation rather than take it like the N-word when the N-word now is used amongst those people like a positive. But if somebody else says it, they take it like a negative kind of, you know what I'm saying? Kind of like that.
Yeah.
So like, I feel like that's what they flipped the word Christian. Because back then it was like what you said, little
Christ follower,
right.
yeah.
And it was like a different word. Now we kind of made it modernized and made it Christian, but I feel like, bro, that encounter with God that I had, bro, it's just something else that, like I said, I wouldn't want anybody
Here's
to.
the other thing I would tell you. It's not that I don't believe in God. I do believe in God. I do believe in his existence. I still, once in a while pray to him and everything. What I mean is just I'm not constantly seeking him. I'm not constantly like reading my word. I'm not constantly, living out that lifestyle to say like that is my lifestyle.
And it's okay to go through that. I think that's one thing people don't.
I feel like you're burnt out, definitely.
Yeah, burnt out for sure. Like I bet.
I was burnt out for a moment.
Oh, same, bro. COVID, bro, burnt me. That showed me how burnt I was, bro.
For real?
Yeah, bro. Like when COVID hit, I was doing like, bro, even before that, dude. So our church, we would set up and tear down on Sundays. So I would be in charge of all the teams of setting up and all the teams of tearing down, making sure that the light, sound, projection, the outside was good. If there was a problem, I'll be the one in charge of it, making sure I'll be the one fixing it. I was a problem solver. And I would do that every Sunday. During the week, I would be in charge of website, IT. I'd be in charge of like
You're basically
sometimes
doing what
graphic.
Mauricio's doing.
Bro, I was doing everything, bro. Everything. And I was getting paid shit, bro. Let me tell you, I was getting paid like minimum wage probably. And I was doing like a job of like 6 people. And it's funny because I went to another church and I told him what I did. And the other church, they had less than I did, and he was getting paid more, and he was doing like one thing, and I was just doing
like
sound,
that, bro. It'd be
bro,
like
and
that.
that pissed me off, bro. And then when
It
I
was a
found
white
out,
church, right?
no, it was a Hispanic church.
All right.
No, it was a Hispanic church.
Because
They got
white churches
paid.
get you paid.
Oh yeah, dude. Yo, no joke.
you know why?
But my thing is so I was doing so much, and then when COVID came, it helped me out a lot to realize I was doing too much, and I was missing a lot of my family, you know, like, bro, like when you work at church, you miss a lot of things on the weekends. You know, Sundays are huge. So you're up from 5 a.m. to like 6 p.m. You get home, you want to spend time with your family, but you're so tired. You know, Saturdays you can't go out. Like for me, I couldn't go out with my family a lot because I would have to be up early morning. So Saturday would be my day of chilling. And I hated that, bro. Like now, bro, I go out with my family all the time. Doesn't mean I go party. Like I just go out, we hang out, we go. I don't do it. I used to party. Bro, I used to do that and I went to church. I used to do that and go to church at the same time, bro. It was the worst. I would never do that. Bro, it was bad. But like I think COVID, what it taught me though, was that it's okay to struggle. It's okay to not believe in God for a moment of your life. Everybody needs to go through it because
it's okay to be human, basically.
It is.
That's being human, bro.
It's being human. But if there's no outcome and there's no change to it, then you're just a piece of shit. Like meaning like if you're like a pastor, bro, and you've been doing the same thing over and over for years, bro, and you don't change, you can't just use he's just human anymore. You get me? There has to be has to be a change.
Right. And
like,
you know what
dude, I was a
piece
piece of shit back then, bro.
You know what usually happens to those churches? They usually fall apart.
Nah, not true. I know a lot of pastors that have not fallen apart and are still pastors, and they're pretty.
Bro, it depends on the core.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
Judah,
and the only reason why is because
the time is coming. It's gonna come.
Oh,
bro.
yeah. But the thing is also the Hispanic thing. The Hispanics. One thing that I've noticed working in the church, in the Hispanic church for so long, is that there's this God complex that you see.
I was about to say that.
You see a pastor, and they see him as God. I remember one time, bro, I was chilling outside, and I was I was chilling outside. Yeah, and the pastor was coming by, bro, and these swarm of people just, pray for me. Hermano, por favor. Mi hijo, ora por mí. And it's like, and he's like, no, I got to go to the back. Because he was doing pastors do 4 services, a day. It's a lot, bro.
Right.
So he was tired, and he's like, no, like, you have this person here, my co-pastor will pray for you. And she was like, no, it's not like your prayers. And it's like, yo, like what? Mm-hmm. And I've only seen that with Hispanic churches. Like white churches, they don't care, bro. Like I've gone to so many white churches where they're like, they go and they leave. That's it. They don't like stay for like prayer for the pastors and stuff like that.
But that has to do with the style of ministry. There was a book I read when I was in college called Heart, Mind, and Hands, right? And it talks about the different denominations and the different styles within their beliefs. There's some denominations that are head oriented, right? It's all about like how you deconstruct the Bible, how you express it. It's all very theory wise. Then there's denominations that are hands, which is all about like what do you make with your hands? What are you producing? How are you helping the community? How are you doing this? There's churches that are like that. And then there's churches that are just all about the heart, where it's just the spirituality. And I feel, and like that book describes,
that's the church that I want to go to. 100%.
That it changed. They talk about Hispanic churches being like that, right? The
point
the point of
okay, I don't want to go to that church anymore.
You're Hispanic, my boy. You got bit by the bug.
The point is to achieve a combination of the three. That you gotta have head-oriented church, you gotta have a hands-oriented church and a heart-oriented church. But the thing is with Hispanic churches is that they emphasize very heavily on the heart, and they emphasize very heavily on spirituality. That they overcompensate on spirituality. I remember there was pastors that sometimes teach like very like teacher-wise, when they're preaching. And they were like, that pastor's boring. And he's speaking like really good knowledge.
Yeah,
really good thing. But he's like, no tiene el espíritu. Like, and I would just be like,
bro, whatever.
Are you not understing what this guy's breaking down in his lane?
No, there was Hispanic people that, there was people in the church that were like, yo quiero ese carne. No quiero I don't want the milk. I want the meat. I want the raw stuff. And it's like, bro, he's speaking facts. Like, just because he's, talking about history. I love theology. I could tell you went to theology school, huh?
Yeah, I went to biblical studies.
Bro. Yeah. Like, I would go to theology just because I want to know more about God. Not to be like, I want to be a pastor. I wanted to be a pastor, but that ship sailed. It went down south, bro.
We don't know that yet, though. We don't know that yet. You don't know that.
Nah,
know why I say that?
I'm okay, and I'm okay with not being it, bro. Because, bro, think about it. If you be a pastor, bro, you get judged twice as much as heaven. I don't need that judgment,
check
bro.
this-
I'm cool.
check this out.
I'm a sinner. I know it, bro. So
Check
that
this out.
doesn't
Hey,
get
hey,
on
Judah,
me.
Judah, you
gonna
don't
be a
know
dad,
that,
right?
bro.
You gonna be a dad, right?
Yeah.
Hey,
You gonna
5
be a
years
pastor.
from now, you
Okay.
might be a pastor,
Okay,
bro.
that's
We don't
cool.
know
Okay,
that.
okay, I'll be a pastor to my kids. Cool.
Hey,
you know
that's the most
they'll be-
important one, though.
Yeah, I'm cool with that.
That's the most
That's cool.
important
But I'm
one.
talking about
You
I
got to
want
be a
like,
pastor in your household. Facts.
Yeah, facts.
Right, but
I don't know
starts
if I'll be a
there,
pastor,
starts there.
but
Has
I-
to-
That's the most important
All
one,
right,
bro.
let
No,
me finish my
100.
point, though, right?
I don't know if I want my kids to be religious, though.
They emphasize so much of spirituality, how I'm saying, that they forget about the other departments that they have to be doing. And then that's what ends up happening. That's where the God complex comes from, is that they over spiritualize so many things that now the pastor becomes this image of spirituality that they can no longer see like, hey, you're supposed to also practice these other things. And I remember one time, like I started saying this in my dad's
funny,
church,
This shit is
where
hilarious to me.
I used to tell the people of my dad's congregation, like, you guys are supposed to question my father. And they would be like, whoa, how can you say that? And I'm like, well, yes, you're supposed to question him. At the end of the day, my dad's a human being. Yeah. He's expressing the word of God because God is revealing that word to him. But at the end of the day, you're still supposed to question, like his sermon. You're supposed to fact check what he just told you.
Amen.
And verify that what he
Amen.
just told you is actual word. There's a lot of people that for me, like especially with the Hispanics, it's like they go to church, they get the sermon, they take it all as like absolute truth, and they run with it. And it's like, eating an orange. Like one person eating the orange and then telling all the other people, like, this is what an orange tastes like. And they've never tasted, smelled, or known what an orange is like. And then it's like, well, why don't you go investigate the orange for yourself? It's right there. But they don't want to do it.
I mean, but that goes back to like somebody just either not knowing how to pick the orange, not knowing how to peel the orange, not knowing how to cut the orange. And that's what it
Enzo,
comes down
Pastor
to.
Enzo over here. Oh, I
We're all
see you.
pastors, bro.
Quit that,
all
bro.
right, all right, check this out.
Quit that. Quit that, bro.
It goes back. Hey, yo.
Quit that.
He's-
We're all
and Enzo-
leaders.
Enzo's
Okay,
like, all
but
three of us are
we're
going to
not
have
all
churches.
pastors.
All right. Y'all funny.
No,
All
I'm
right,
cool.
hey,
I'm cool with not, bro.
Y'all funny.
Hey,
Hey, yo.
it takes a lot to be a pastor,
You know
bro.
what? You
I
know
don't
what's
want
funny
that.
about this? I just got some word that now is being confirmed. Because like I said, that mentor told me on Friday all this stuff that now it's like, hearing this is just hilarious because it's like, bro, everything he's saying is being confirmed.
What's that?
That we're all like, because y'all kind of laugh at the term that we're all pastors, but the fact that we are leaders, we're all men.
No,
for
yeah,
one.
we
We're
are
all
pastors
men.
of our household.
Yeah,
That's
and one
true.
day we're gonna be, you know what I'm saying? So like it starts there, and then also we have that leadership complex because we're men, bro. We all want to be
100.
leaders, you know what I'm saying? We all want, and you have a girl. One day you're gonna have a girl, and when you have a girl, you gotta lead that girl. Usually,
I got friends that are single, bro. I got you.
especially women nowadays. That's what I feel like the issue is having with men is that like women don't see us as leaders because we can't, like, we don't stick up in that fashion.
Well, you
know?
can't be like that no more, bro. It's a sin to be like manly and all that, bro. That's being taken away if you see it, bro. Like nowadays,
But
like
your
if
girl,
you try,
your girl's
if you
not
try,
telling you that.
Oh
I mean,
no, bro, it's rare. It's rare to find a girl like that. Trust me, bro. I sit and have conversations with girls, women,
I
like
also
at
feel- I
my work,
also
at my
feel
work,
like-
and they tell me this shit, bro. Where they're like, "Yeah, he's too manly. Like he's too machismo." I'm like, what do you mean? It's because he's like too assertive. I'm like, how the fuck is that how is that a bad thing? Like,
so that goes,
you
I
know,
would
like
say,
what's so bad? He's like,
maybe the background that they were raised in, a single parent household, just a
no,
mom.
and this thing that I talk to a lot with other people is that it's like nowadays it's like women, from what I've seen and I've heard and I've witnessed and I've had conversations with, is that they don't want men to be men as much anymore. You get me? They don't want them to be machismo. They don't want them to be like tough. Like they
I
want
don't
them
think
to
that's
be.
Look,
like,
and
I don't think that's what a man, that defines being a man.
No, well,
but-
not only that. I know there's a lot that defines man, but I'm talking
know
about
what's
like the qualities though of a man.
Someone recently called
get
me a
me?
machista. And it was funny to me because I was
They
like,
called me and Maury.
I'm
Bro,
like,
chivalry's dead, bro. You can't open the door no more for somebody
but
and not get like.
I had to look up what the dictionary definition of machista is because I always do that. When you
Yeah.
call me something, I'm be like, I need to see the definition of this.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
they don't know what they're using the word for. They're
And,
just saying
and
some shit out. They're being,
basically what the definition is degrading women.
yeah,
I don't
and that's
degrade
so,
no woman, bro. What you
bro.
mean?
But nowadays, if
But
you
look,
open
check
the
this
door,
out.
you're degrading a woman because
No,
they
for
can do
sure.
it. But they can do it for themselves.
Nah, bro. I mean,
Miss Independent, which is nothing wrong with that. I'm not
bro,
like mad at.
I open a door for you if you walk in,
Bro, yeah, like my thing is this. Look. All I'm saying is this. Like, I don't. What gets me kind of like irritated a little bit sometimes is when everything all right. Oh,
Are you good? You're good.
Oh, I think what irritates me. I think what irritates me is like when women say men ain't shit.
Because they're
Right?
generalizing.
But and then when you say women ain't shit, oh bro, that's when all hell breaks loose.
For me, it's
You get me? And to me, it's like I thank God I have my fiance, bro. I'm so glad I'm not in the dating scene no more. Cause bro, it's so much harder for men for nowadays to date.
Yeah.
I'm so glad I'm about
I
to
tell
get
my
married,
married
bro.
friends, my friends that got married like 5 years ago, I tell them, you don't know how lucky you are, bro. Just
It's
to
a
be
lot
married
harder now,
already.
dude. It
Hell
is.
yeah, bro. Just meeting
It's a
people
lot.
is a bitch, bro.
It is, and there's
I think we're overcomplicating it, guys.
no. Who's overcomplicating it?
Guys that are single.
I don't know. I don't think they are.
How?
Because I know too many nice, really cool, down to earth, single guys, bro, and they're a lot of my close friends, and it's like they're
And
not overcomplicating it,
let's
bro.
be fucking honest, Judah. Are they out in the game every weekend currently looking for a girl?
Yeah, bro. They go to bars.
They're in fields and
They go to bars. They go out
I
to eat.
assure you, bro.
They go to restaurants to sit by themselves.
My boy,
to try to find
we're
somebody.
talking
you
about
get me?
men too, right?
Men, yeah.
All right. Check this out.
Ain't nothing wrong with going to a bar.
But I know that men
No,
aren't
let's go.
also cold approaching women.
Let's go. Huh?
I know men aren't cold approaching women.
You can't approach a woman now. And look, man, I'm not feminist. I'm not feminist
You
or
gotta
anything.
know how to do it,
No,
bro.
I'm not feminist or anything. I'm not saying that women. Like, look, I love women. I respect women. I have
Yo, this
future
sounds
wife
crazy.
and everything.
It
but like, my thing is just
depends,
like, my thing
That's
is
why I'm saying you gotta know how to approach women.
no, but you can't though. Sometimes you can't. So I've heard and I've had friends come up to me and be like, bro, I approached and I gave a drink to a girl and try to ask for have a start a conversation. She took it offensive. She's like, "What, did you roofie this?" And she threw it away.
But that's the thing,
Bro,
That's a terrible.
that's happened to him. No, but
That's
there's
a terrible approach in this day and age. Why would you give somebody you don't know, a stranger, a freaking
You asked
drink?
them. You asked the bar and stuff, and she didn't want it. You get me? But my thing is like, even if the way you approach it though, there's time. Look, man, I'm just saying. All I'm saying is because I've heard. I haven't done anything. Thank God. I've been taking for 3 years, almost 4 years. I haven't been in the game. But from what my friends have experienced, and a lot is that you can't. It's hard to approach them.
All right, I'm a
nowadays.
barber, and I can read people.
Okay.
For 15 years of cutting hair,
I'm gonna
that's
tell
social
my friends to
cues.
come over here
I
and you
can
tell me.
read. I can read people. I
You
can
give
read.
them tips, bro.
Yeah, I can
Yeah,
give you
go
tips.
ahead.
I can read people from when they walk in a barbershop, how
Okay.
awkward they are. I can read
But
you
what's so wrong about being awkward though?
because a girl's looking at that.
But some girls
So-
like awkwardness though.
So then she's gonna fuck with you. That's the point. If she fuck with you, she gonna fuck with you. If she don't fuck with you, you gotta put in work, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's
But
not. That's the
Are
problem. Look.
you saying that men are like being lazy nowadays?
Exactly.
I got you.
They
Some
are.
aspects,
That's what I'm
I feel
saying.
so.
Like
Some are. Yeah,
Look,
100.
the cold approach is gone. Nobody's going to at least 5 women at the bar. At least minimum. If you're
Yeah.
going out there, at least aiming to get numbers or Instagrams. Nobody's doing that. Everybody's like, I'm with the homie here. They're Instagramming the beer and that's it. And I'm being honest. I see it on the gram
That's
all day, and I'm
hilarious.
just like, and then
That's hilarious.
it's like the glory years were right after high school, and that was it. Now it's like, and then we're hitting those peaks where it's like, bro, we should be doing things as men that, like, I want to have homies that got kids and all that, bro. It's just
Yeah.
a couple
Yeah.
of us. Everybody else is like,
Facts.
then we wonder why women aren't looking at us like, what the fuck? Like, it's like, nah, man, women need that assertiveness. They just don't know how to get it because, yeah, not all of us know social cues and know how to not be awkward. But like you say, there's some women that like the nerdy guys that like the, so you have
But
to
not
go.
all women are easy to talk to though.
I'm sure
And
if
I'm
your
just saying
homies
that
go
because
to like
homies like that they go everywhere. They talk to girls at work and all that, and it's always like the same shit though.
But the easy thing about it
You know what I
now
mean?
is also we got like Instagram, and you can talk to a girl easily that way too. You know what I'm saying? But that's just, you got to have your game tight when you hit that part too, because I feel like a lot of people get in a
A
friend
lot
zone.
of guys don't have game nowadays, though.
Right.
Nah, for real.
And
Facts.
it's the truth, bro. A lot of like they lack.
Right.
they
So
lack
let me put you on game. Right. Let me put you on
They
game.
don't know how to
I don't
act
need the game, but
different
let's
from a
put Manny
friend.
on
No,
game.
you
'cause I got my game.
You don't.
You know, I
don't.
have my girl.
But
my girl,
Judah,
cool.
Judah,
My game was strong,
your
bro.
homies don't
He's
watch
like,
it.
I can't be acting single on you.
I'm not single, bro.
Franco,
But to be honest, yo, I'm ruthless, bro. I
Franco.
got denied by my fiance. I slid into her DMs. She did not talk to me. She didn't reply to me.
Persistence wins the race.
Oh hell yeah,
That's
bro!
what I'm saying. You
second
weren't
charm,
lazy.
second time is a charm, bro.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, it
But I
goes
get
back to
you.
your homies will be watching this, right?
Yeah.
So it goes to like, if you're sliding in a DM and your conversation started, and you shouldn't want to stay in the DM for a long ass time. Like that conversation, you
Ask
got to
them
get the
out.
number quickly. So then once you get the number, you ask them out. Because I feel like what happens is, trust me, I see it in my fucking chair all the time. People scrolling and then they tell me they got left on red, and I'm like, bro, let me see what the hell you said, bro. And like, it's
Yo,
like,
let me look that pussy. It's like, bro, like, you can't talk to women like that no more.
those are the worst, bro.
I know. I have a friend that's like that,
when,
bro.
like, you
He's
just
like,
started
what,
talking.
what that mouth do? I'm like, bro, how you gonna get a girl with that, bro?
Like, that's what I'm saying. And that's awkwardness.
Bro.
But
And-
not
but
all
he-
girls like that shit.
But the thing is, like, he says it like, try to break the fourth wall, like the barrier.
bro,
and I'm
that's
like,
way
bro,
too-
That's
I'm
horrible.
just like, bro,
That's
come
just
on,
horrible.
You're
That's
punching
just
a hole in the
horrible.
wall,
That's
dog.
a horrible
bro. I
lie,
swear. And he white
Hey, if
too.
you did
And
that
he's
with
from
your girl-
Texas. Shout out. I'm not gonna say his name, but it's hilarious, bro.
Yo.
I just feel bad, bro, because I'm like, damn, like, and I cut people and I'm like, and then I be tripping out because the guys that surprise me, they'd be like, some quiet guys that be having girls, and I'm like, damn, bro, you actually got a girl? And I'm like, oh shit. Oh, all right, I see you, but it's like,
I get
I
you.
feel like sometimes it's like, it could be the haircut and it brings people like, it brings a certain like, so go see a barber first of all.
I agree.
As a
100%.
man, you need to take care of your physical
Your
appearance,
hygiene.
your hygiene, your
Yeah.
nails, everything. If you gotta
Gotta
cut
get
your
your
own
manicure
nails,
and
yeah,
pedicure.
like not even if you don't gotta go get a kit so you can do it yourself, right? And if
Or
you want
get
to
your
spend
girlfriend.
that
Shout
money,
out to my fiance. She cuts my nails all the time.
shit, so does mine. But it's like you gotta just think about it like they care about certain things, you gotta care about those certain
Yeah.
things. If
Yeah,
you don't
100.
care about those things, they're gonna look at you like, what the fuck? It's just
I just
don't
feel
know.
like nowadays that I tell my friends, I was like, just don't necessarily don't have to go to the bar no more. You can just meet them anywhere though, you know. But the thing is, like, I don't give advice anymore. I'm gonna be honest to single men because I don't know. I'm not in that game no more. Because 3-4 years ago, it was a whole different thing. You could do different things because it was before COVID. You get me? So now I can't really like say, "Hey, yo, do this. This will help me out." You know, you can't do that no more.
Nah,
you know?
definitely. I've been out the
and
game
it's-
for a minute too.
Yo,
for sure.
I bet, bro.
8
Like,
years.
Damn.
But
bro,
I mean, I've had my slip ups and stupid shit, but I feel like in learning in certain things and just having like the conversations, I feel like men just got to put themselves out there more. And some of us also have to just focus on ourselves more so that they pay attention to that. Cause
I think
Well,
that's
that's the other thing. That's what I was saying. A lot of guys they approach, but then they become friends too much. They do too many boyfriend things in the beginning instead
they
of
get into
knowing.
the friend
They
zone?
like they give too much attention too quick, and it's like you got to know not to do that. You know,
no 100%. Like
You
I think
gotta-
for me,
you got to know that your time is valuable. You got to know, like, all right, like you got to know how to establish that
have a
pace.
plan.
Yeah, if you don't know how to establish pace, have a plan, you're not gonna get anything.
Yeah, like for me, I think before I got my fiance, before I started dating my fiance, I definitely started working on myself, like spiritually, mentally, physically. I was losing weight too, and I was like working out, and I think that's what really got, you know, my fiance to really look at me, like for sure, bro. But I think one thing that people, I tell this to my friends all the time too, is like if you can't find a girl now, like work on yourself, like how you're saying, work on yourself, like work on your mental health. Work on your mental health and your heart, like for sure. Like work on that. Once you start working on that, then things start, you know, coming along. You know, people start seeing the change. You know, coworkers start seeing you like, oh shit, he's different.
Energy is real, bro.
Oh, 100, bro. And you know what I hate? Nah, I can't say.
Say it.
Nah, bro. I know too many Christians are like, don't use energy. That's like a really bad thing. Like that's not Christ-like. I'm like, what the fuck, bro? Don't talk to me like that. Like
Is
I
it
always say,
spirituality, energy.
bro.
Bro, they
Facts, bro.
First of all, we talk about spiritual
Facts.
warfare. Like that's energy right there in itself. I like
But
one thing that I-
people think that's a bad thing though.
Nah,
People
dude,
think
bro.
that energy is a bad thing.
Nah,
like
bro,
if you say
why-
that, you
why
gotta be
is it
like,
that-
I'm a Jedi.
Look,
I don't know
bro.
what you're talking about.
Nah, bro.
One with the Force.
I'm one with
Yeah.
the Force.
Is, yeah.
Mandalorian, bro. You know,
That is not the way.
nah, but
No, but yeah, definitely.
Hold on. Let me just ask a question. Just so you threw that out there. Boba Fett or Mandalorian?
Mandalorian.
Oh,
Mando.
damn.
I'm gonna ask you that
Mando.
right now.
Man, I'm gonna have to go Mando.
All right, right on, bro.
I'm gonna have to, bro. I'm sorry, like
Mando.
he's
Mando
a badass,
too.
bro. He's not
Is it
for
'cause
like
he-
any team.
is
He's
it
just
'cause
like
he's been 3
for
seasons?
himself. But now he has like a little
We got
kid.
more to see
You know what I
him.
mean?
Yeah, I haven't seen season 3 or 2.
It's coming out
bro,
right
you
now.
gotta catch up, bro. You got mad catching up to do.
Bro,
Oh, you'll love it, bro, because it's only getting better.
100%. I just, bro, to be honest, working 12-hour days, it's hard to
I feel
fucking
you, bro.
watch
Just
go to
anything.
sleep,
but
watch
That's the
that.
only thing I watch.
Just go to sleep at 10.
bro. Like I do now. Like I don't like sleep late anymore. I try to sleep early. Like I don't have like I have a fiance.
Dad, you don't wanna have
that
a
takes up
kid,
a lot
Dad.
of your time.
You don't want to have a kid.
Huh?
You don't want to have a kid.
I do, cause and then I could drop more other things to you. Get me like
Oh, you
I'll be
funny,
able to drop
bro.
things. Yeah,
You're
I'm
so clueless.
Look, no, like look, no.
Hey, the plane went like this.
Look, bro, I'm cool with people saying, "Oh, take your time." Oh, you don't know what you're talking
He's
about.
telling you about
I know,
the hours
I know
of
what I'm
sleep you're
talking
about to
bro.
lose, bro.
No, I know what I'm talking about, bro. I want a kid. Oh, bring on the no sleep. I'm cool with that. Like so
Enjoy your sleep right now. That's all I'm saying.
yeah, my sister-in-law she's the one that's teaching me my fiance because like so when she had her kid when she had her second kid, we took care of Ella and which is my niece and bro, it's a lot of work.
Fuck yeah.
Bro, it's dude from the morning to the night, bro. Like bro, hats off to moms out there, bro, cuz damn, bro.
You know what's
Yo,
funny?
they put up with so much like no sleep. They know their kids. Like my sister-in-law was teaching me like, you know, sleep regressions and stuff like that. Like know what the cry is. This cry is because maybe he shit himself, or this cry is because he's hungry, you know, or this cry is because he's constipated, you know. So I'm learning all this stuff and I'm like, dude, bring it. Like
There's gonna be an argument, dog, that you're gonna have with your girl that's gonna be surrounding the moment of, all right, it's your turn to go get up and feed, like change a diaper, or like it's like maybe 3, 4 in the
I'm
morning.
ready for that, bro.
And-
I always win the arguments. Nah, it's not true. I always lose them, bro.
Nah, but
I
it's
always
like-
lose
now
them.
Now it's
I'm always
recorded, and now she's gonna use this.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
yeah? She's
Yeah,
gonna
she's
be like, clip it.
okay. So every time the baby cries, she's gonna show me that clip.
Right.
Boss.
She'll be like, you said I'm ready. I'm ready.
Nah, I think like, man, to be honest, I think since I was
You're never ready.
in middle school, bro, I've always wanted to be a dad.
Oh, hell yeah.
And I couldn't say that because the way I grew up, bro, like was very manly. You can't show your expressions. Like you can't show your feelings. You can't be, you know, like for me, it's like the way where I grew up was you can't be soft or else they'll eat you out. Like I didn't grow up like eat you out. Oh my bad. I mean though. Yeah, they'll eat you out. They'll eat you out. Tasha Savage. Either or. Back then.
He said tossing salad. No, man.
No, like,
Pause.
no, like back then.
Super pause.
Back then where I grew up.
Super.
Nah, back then, I'm not going to say I grew up like, you know, in the ghetto or anything, but I grew up where I couldn't wear Cortezes. I couldn't wear high socks.
Those are ugly ass shoes, bro. I don't
Bro,
know.
I like Cortezes, bro, but I couldn't wear them because of the block. You know, BVN was like where I lived and
Why
stuff
did
like
I
that.
was gonna say Van Nuys, and I was like, I was right.
Because I went to Van Nuys High School, I went to Van Nuys Middle School, and I grew
year,
up
bro?
with all
What
my
the
friends. All my friends became gang, like a lot of them became gang members.
What year did you graduate?
Stuff like that. Oh, bro, I didn't graduate. I went to like.
What year was it last year there then?
Bro, a long time ago, man.
I was there, bro. What the fuck?
Van Nuys High?
Yeah.
You graduated what, 2010, Enzo?
How old are
Yeah.
you?
32.
Yeah, bro. I think we're in the same period, same time. I think.
Oh shit, were you there when Sammy was there?
Sam, no, bro. Sam, which Sam?
Philip too? Were you there when
Philip-
Philip? Because I was
No,
there when Philip
I-
was there. And
so
Sam,
I got
rest in
kicked out of
peace.
Van Nuys High.
Rest in peace, Philip.
I love Philip, man. That's my boy. No, I got kicked out of Van Nuys High. I got
You got
expelled.
kicked out of Van Nuys High?
I got expelled for getting in a fight,
You got in a fight?
bro. Yeah, bro. It was for stupid
I'm sorry,
shit,
bro.
It was the dumbest
I'm
shit
being
too.
a little stereotypical. You just don't look like they got at church because I met you at church. So I never thought you were like the fighting type.
I didn't
Yeah,
know you were hood, bro.
That's what everybody. No, that's what everybody would tell me.
Who did
You know how to fight? It's like,
I just
yeah.
kidding, lie.
I used to get jumped a lot. Like I remember in middle
You got
school.
jumped?
Dude,
Shut the
I
fuck up,
swear
Vince.
to God.
I
swear,
I
no.
can't imagine somebody jumping
Can I
this
tell you a
guy?
story? Can I tell you a story though?
Hell
I'll tell you
yeah.
a story. All right, so
Who the fuck jumped him though?
this is why, bro. So I'm sitting down in class and I'm trying to pass my classes because I hated school, bro. So I had missed school because of some stupid shit. So I was talking to this girl and I was making her laugh because I was trying to get her notes. You get me? So
spitting that gang.
that girl, nah, I wasn't even spitting, bro. I couldn't spit, bro. I was a fat
His girl,
with all
hey,
black and sweaty, bro, with the big ass backpack. I wasn't trying to spit game, bro.
You were just spitting game
I
for
had
the notes.
Nah,
That's all.
nah. Yeah, okay.
You're spitting
okay,
game
cool.
for the notes.
Okay, maybe
Not
that.
for her, for the
For
notes.
the notes,
true. Okay,
bro.
okay.
For the notes. My
You're
bad.
right.
I left that out a bit.
So, the girl's boyfriend's best friend was sitting in the back, and he saw that, and he told the guy, and all I remember is going into the bathroom, and I'm taking a piss, and all you hear is fight, and I'm like, fuck yeah, being in the stall is the best time to be in a fight because you could go and you can see who's getting beat up, but then all I
He
hear.
didn't know he was the victim.
Yeah, I did it, bro. All I hear is Franco. And I'm like, oh, what the fuck? That's my last name. Like, what the hell? And I look, and I'm like, there's like 6 guys that are like in a gang. I don't know if it was SSK or Sesame Street Kings or something like that.
System of the Down.
Bro, that shit was crazy, bro. I don't know. But they were surrounded. So I'm like, bro, I'm going to get my ass kicked. So what am I going to do? I'm like, nah, I'm just gonna go head in first, cover my head, like what I've learned. So I go out, bro, and I cover myself, and all these dudes are just wetting at me, bro. I'm like getting lit left and right, my neck. So I just nut hit him. And I start running, bro. Bro, I swear,
Hey,
bro.
bro,
I
it's
start
too many,
running.
bro. At that
Bro,
point,
at that point,
so at that point, it's survival, bro.
Somebody play the
Survival is the
little
game.
Yeah, bro, I swear. I start booking it, bro. And I go I see the cops, and I'm like, I run to the cops, and the cops was like, yo, Franco, you good?
Perez?
Or
Joyce?
It was middle school.
Oh, okay.
It was Van Nuys Middle School.
Oh, okay.
And I don't remember, bro. I don't know any of the cops' names. They used to love me, though. Yeah, bro. They used to buy me food. Shout out to the cops. But anyways, I ran to them, and they're like, yo, what's going on? You good? I'm like, oh, yeah, you're safe zone. We're just playing tag, trying to fuck it up. Kid you not, like, the next day, my friend, he was in the gang, and he's like, oh, yo, you want me to go to your class? Because I guess the boyfriend's best friend was in my class. And I was like, yeah, come with me. Sure enough, he was there, and we almost got into like a big old fight, and I got kicked out.
Oh shit.
Yeah. I got kicked out of. That was in middle school. I got kicked out of middle school, but I came back because they didn't have like proof that I started the fight. So like my aunt was like a cop, bro, and she like backed me up all the time. But in Van Nuys, I got.
It's good to have friends in high places.
Yo, high key, no joke, man, no joke. But yeah, man, I've been
bro.
in fights.
It's important.
I've been in fights. I
almost got
I've
jumped.
been jumped
because
too many
of-
times, bro.
Because of connections, I didn't get jumped.
Damn.
I almost got jumped.
I've gotten
And it
jumped.
was for a girl in
I've
high
gotten
school,
jumped-
too.
I
You
gotten
almost
like
got
4
jumped?
times.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I gotta ask you, bro. I know that all of us in this room are Laker fans, bro. So tell me how you feel about them Lakers.
Lakers?
Sir, bro.
Nah, I'm just kidding. I
quit
love
on
the
them
Lakers,
long
bro.
time ago.
No. I haven't had time for sports, bro, to be honest. Like,
Got you.
it's been hard to like keep
up?
up. Yeah, bro. Like, so when you have a newborn in your family, and they live next door, like they live like on top of us.
Oh, snap, like that.
So yeah, so we're really close.
Oh yeah,
so,
they'd be like, here you go.
yeah.
There you go.
And
There
I'm
she
happy,
is.
bro. I kid you not. Our time is
Takes
after
a
her nap
village, bro.
time. She
Takes a
comes down.
village.
Yeah.
Oh, do you
After
still
her
get
nap-
ready?
Yeah, no joke, bro. Like